Good morning guys, hello and welcome or welcome back to another episode of the Japan Travel Explorations. This is Shitij aka the Rustic Wanderer, and it's about 5 a.m. in the morning and I'm already up and about. And the idea is to go up the Fushimi Inari shrine all the way up the 10,000 Torii gates, trying to do a early morning sunrise sort of hike up the mountain to beat all the crowd. So let's get started. Set and ready to hike. Just grab some water and a protein bar to go up, and it's pretty early, so in the interest of time I'll be trying to get in there with the metro line. So there is the Nara line that started running already. It's just 2 stops from here, should be just 3.5 kilometers, but just gonna save some time to get there sooner so that while the sun is rising I'm still hiking, or at least halfway through, so I could enjoy the nice views from up top before the crowds start pouring. Check this out, it's pretty early in the morning. I can see the dusk happening over there. The sun is about to rise in about half an hour, 45 minutes or so. But yeah, I mean, on other note, I've never seen a JR station this empty. It's like I'm the only one on the whole platform. Even on the other platforms there's like maybe 1 or 2 people on each platform, so it's really like perfect timing to be out and about, because when the office hour starts it's gonna get really cramped. Although we all know that in Japan there is still like proper order, so everybody boards in their proper procedure and nobody's cutting lines or jumping over each other, so it's still amazing. But fun stuff, being out and about early in the morning in the land of rising sun. Welcome to Fushimi Inari. That is the main shrine. We'll come back from the mountain and then check it out a bit later. As you can see, the birds are already chirping and starting to get a bit bright, so now's the time to head up before the crowds start pouring in. So the idea is to hike all the way to the Senbontorii, which is about 10,000 Torii gates, the iconic of the Fushimi Inari gates that look like the Torii gate there. And then right at the start you'll come up on this split routes, so you're supposed to go in this way. Don't pick this one, and there's like a giant board sign to also guide you this way. And if you get a little bit closer, look at this frame, like they're all symmetrically aligned all the way through, and most of these torii gates have been donated by the people, so some of them even have some inscriptions with their names on it. And I think this tunnel is very popular amongst photographers who show up at night, because you can see there are lanterns everywhere, so with the night light it looks really beautiful. So for the split route here, they made one to come in and one to go out of, so the people don't get crowded inside. I've thought this through quite a lot. So do you see these two foxes at the beginning of these torii gates? So there is this article I was reading that mentioned that Inari is the god of rice, and these foxes are their messengers, kind of like what we have in the Hindu culture as well. So it's like there you'll find a lot of these fox statues lined up all along these this hike and the torii gates. And also there is this macaque monkeys, Japanese ones, and they can get dangerous. Monkeys like to snatch things away and stuff, so don't go all wildlife photography on them. Just keep your own distance and do your own thing instead. So this is my first time doing a sunrise hike up the Fushimi Inari. So I was here a couple of years ago when I did it in the evening, and by the time I was up at the top it was already dark, so this is a new experience for me. And throughout the hike they have lots of these shrines, and here you can see there's a torii gate and then statue of the foxes again. This mini torii gate is really nice. I wish I could read what it says. Can anybody translate what's written here? We seem to found the crossroad. This one goes to Kumataka Shrine, and that one goes to Fukakusa route, some Fushimi Majo Castle. I don't remember seeing this before, but perhaps because it was dark. Anyways, I continue on the main route. I just want to have a peaceful time up at the top of the Mount Inari. There is quite a big difference in what you see in the evening or afternoon hours once the peak tourist starts to flow in after like 8 or 9 a.m. and what you're seeing now, it's about 6 something a.m. in the morning. I'm only seeing a couple of locals who come to pray at the main shrine, and then some fitness focused people who are up for either a brisk walk or even run up the stairs. It's a pretty amazing cardio, and the air here is really amazing. They have a really nice forest and various sorts of birds all around. And in case if you're wondering if you're doing it early in the sunrise and sunrise time and would it be dark or anything, there are lanterns and lampposts lined along all the way. For your own safety, if you're feeling scared, you could bring a headlamp. I do have one in my backpack, but I don't need it. Already starting to get bright, but as you can see, there's like these lampposts and lanterns all lined up all along, so it's pretty safe hike up there. Although it's a little bit chilly, that's why I grabbed the thicker jacket. I guess once we are almost halfway through something, the body's gonna warm up. But for the moment, I'm enjoying it. It's not freezing cold, but yeah, you might want to get some insulation layers. Ooh, there's another black kitty with green eyes. And now comes the oh not so fun part, stairs. And the good thing is they are not steep stairs, but they're stairs. Takes a while to climb all the way up. I'm somewhere in the middle by these torii gates and a mini shrine, but bird's eye view of Kyoto and the golden light over it. It's almost 6:30, 6:40 a.m. in the morning, and it was a really nice view, so I just decided to take a quick breather here. Should be getting to the top in about 15-20 odd minutes. Normally it's about an hour or so of a hike up top with all these stairs through the Torii gates. I think there are about 10,000 odd Torii gates here, so it's really nice. You're basically covered by the Torii gates. It's like a protection of sorts. So we have covered quite a bit. This is the starting point down here. I'm going all the way up here to here at the junction. From here the route split into two, and that's the top. Splits up there somewhere. So let's see which route we are going to end up taking. I remember last time I did more like a loop, went up one way, came down the other. This time I'll just go with the flow, try and see how it works. Yeah, that's what I remember doing. So from the junction, if you go and loop around, it takes about 30 minutes. We have plenty of time, so that's what I'm after. So I guess between this and this, we're going up this way. If you want to take a shortcut, go this way, because the Mount Inari, the summit, is only 20 minutes from here. So this adds a little bit extra time to your journey. Now it looks like I'm back on the trail. That residential area, it felt odd to be ending up with a bunch of houses in the middle of the trail. It looks like I missed a turn where there was a set of stairs. So now this is more like a proper trail again. So I've done half of the loop, and this way should bring me up from the other side of the loop to the mountain, and then mountain top, and then we start heading back down to the main shrine. And with this you can enjoy a little bit of Arashiyama bamboo grove kind of feels as well. Look what I uncovered. It's a fresh spring falling down here by this shrine. And if you've seen the offbeat locations in Kota, Rajasthan, while I was exploring India with my father, I went to this Shiva temple that was in the valley, and the fresh spring water used to drop directly on the shivling. This kind of reminds me of the same thing. It's just that the water doesn't fall on the deities here, but it's the same concept more or less. And I was just hearing the sound of dropping water, but I couldn't figure out where it was coming from, but finally found it. There is a part of the trail going from up there, and then another part goes from up here, and this is like in the middle, in the valley. So I had to figure out a way to get in here, but this is such a cool experience. I didn't know this existed. And maybe this is what people refer to when they talk about this, the secret hiking route in Fushimi Inari. Maybe if you saw it here first, you can like, share and subscribe. And I just revealed the secret to you. But jokes apart, no, it's a really fun hike here. So hello from the top of the Inari Yama, or Mount Inari. It's a 200 something meters elevation. I just saw a board sign here at the top, 233 meters high, so from the sea level. It's not a super high altitude, but it's a really nice and fun hike. And as you saw, there was like barely any people in the morning. Effectively took me 1.5 hours, including doing the loop, and couple of 15-20 minutes I lost while getting lost in the residential area, as I was saying, but otherwise, yeah, in 1.5 to 2 hours you can easily come up. The way down is much easier, probably half an hour, 45 minutes should be more than enough. Let's pray at the shrine and start heading down to the main shrine. Finished with the hike, just came down halfway through at the checkpoint, then near the benches where I split up for the loop along this way, came down that way. And here with the benches you have a nice view of the city behind the bushes over there. So I'm just gonna enjoy a nice snack, and the sun is nice and warm, so it's gonna be a nice fueling break, and then I'm really curious to go down to see. Now it's almost 8 a.m. to go down and see the main shrine and see how the crowd looks like. Doesn't look like there are very many people as of yet. At least I didn't meet so many people on the trail yet. But there are also some kids from some sports clubs like rowing clubs and stuff that I met. So that was really nice to see people using this also for fitness purposes. There are lots of steps. So instead of doing the step master, you can come here and also visit the shrine early in the morning. It was a really nice experience. I really enjoyed doing this sunrise hike, and now I know I was missing out on something very special from my previous experience. So if you have the chance and you're coming in one of the warmer months, I'd definitely recommend the sunrise hike. You see the crowds have started to come in now. There is like a school group here, and there are like multiple subgroups. So there's even more still coming. So it gets crowded. Not as crowded as I remember it from back in the days, but still it's getting crowded. So better still, by 8 a.m. you should want to finish your hike, and so you're done with the main parts, and then you can come down and enjoy. I'm going back to the train station, head back to the Kyoto station. Made it back to the base. This is the Kyoto railway station, and as you can see they have like a full-blown food court. There's also like this conveyor belt sushi and stuff. So for the moment I'll go back to my room and freshen up, but at some point I'll come back here to grab maybe a snack. And then you can't come to Japan and not have conveyor belt sushi, so let's see if I can make that happen. Security guard robot in the shopping mall of Japan. Japan going super high-tech, and I wish they had more dependence on cards and cash, but it still seems like they prefer cash over cards, and that too in cards they want credit card over a debit card. Never really understood the preferences, but it seems to be the norm. And while I freshen up, here are some clips from another hidden gem that I found the other day, but the vlog from my hike got really long, so I couldn't include it back then, but now you can check it out. What's up guys, recording a little bit of a supplemental clip. So in the previous vlog episode you saw that I did this offbeat hike in the northern outskirts of Kyoto from Kibune to Kurama mountain, and I spent a lot of time visiting different shrines and a nice peaceful hike by the mountains. And after that I was planning to go all the way back, but instead I stopped in the middle to enjoy a nice offbeat park as well. And this is what I mean by offbeat. So there is flowing stream of water. This doesn't seem like enough water yet. You can see there are stones here, but at least it's very peaceful. There is sound of flowing water here, and there's lush greenery everywhere. You can see there are people playing, kids playing on the other side, some people jogging, some people with their dogs just enjoying an evening. And so I decided to come here because there is still a little bit of daylight left, so might as well make some use of the daylight. And the plan is to hop on over through this bridge onto the other side, and there is a lake there, and I'll show you. It's a very scenic lake. I've seen it before, but I wasn't vlogging at the time, so decided to document it now. So what you see there is the Kyoto International Convention Center, and the name of the park is Takaragaike Park, and this park also has a pond that's right behind this convention center. And a couple of days ago when I was checking it out, I saw some people doing boating and just walking and chilling there. Looked like a nice peaceful area. So it's right in front of my eyes now, so let's go there. Can't really see the sunset, there's too many clouds, but anyways it's quite nice. So I'll try to take like a semi walk around it. Not planning to do the full 360 turn, but don't know if you can see this, but there is a big black koi fish, and there are more down here and there. couple there. There are a lot more there. It's like an undisturbed pond, so lots of koi fishes. Oh, there's some different colors here. Golden ones. Koi fishes are auspicious for this culture, so they always have them in the pond. Also, as you can see from here, there's like walking paths all around, so this pond and this park seems quite big, and you can easily spend a lot of time walking here. There's like mountains full of greenery and some nice plants, so I wanted to spend some time here, and now I'm just gonna sit and chill there. If you're watching this vlog, then I hope you enjoy the vlog. Be sure to like, share and subscribe. This is the Rustic Wanderer signing off, and I'll see you again next time. Until then, take care.